So today we'll be looking at the questions of Codejam qualification round 2022. The first question was punched cards. In this we had to create a pattern like this. So this is a matrix kind of pattern, and this matrix there are 3 number of rows and 4 columns. And to represent a punched card, we are leaving the left topmost corner as empty and representing like this with 4 dots. So to solve this question, if you look at the test set, we have these constraints. There will be around 81 tests, and row and column are going to be less than 10 and less than or equal to 10 and greater than or equal to 2. So to solve this question, I first created a 2D vector of characters and initialized it with a dot character. So whatever number of row and column that is required in the input, we can just print that part. So for example, we have this 3 cross 4 matrix. If we need to create a 2 cross 2, we can create a 2 cross 2 from this also. So since we have a upper limit of 10 rows and 10 columns, we can just create it, and whatever input that is given to us will print it. And to create this kind of pattern, we look at the positions. So if we have I and j as the row and columns, and if we start with 0, we will go till 2 to the 2 into number of rows plus 1. So till that index, that is the number of characters. We'll have it in rows. Similarly for columns, 2 into number of columns plus 1. So since we are starting with 0, these R and C will be less than that value. So if we look at the position of row and column, we will see that for I and j, let's say I is our row iterator and j is our column iterator. So if both of them are even, in that case we have this plus sign. So if we see, the row is 0 and here the column is 2 if we start with 0. So in that case, then again here the column is 4. So similarly for other positions also, if the I is even and j is odd, in that case we will get a minus sign. So we have row is 0th row and the column is 3. So in that case we are having this minus sign. So in similarly, if we check that the row number is odd and column is even, we will get a pipe character, and for rest of the positions we can leave it as dot. So in that way we can create this kind of pattern, this punch card pattern, and for whatever number that we are asked in input, we can just print till then. So if we have row number, for example 2, number of rows and columns are both 2, in that case we need to go till 2 into number of rows plus 1, that is 5, and similarly for column 5. So if we count this, there are 5 characters as rows and 5 characters as columns as well. So we'll just print that part and we'll be able to generate this pattern.